if you can hear us properly. And the screen again is always black, so you can't see anything. Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about today, but number one is actually start from talking a little bit about the how we're going to be running this podcast channel from now on.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. So until recently, I actually tried to post one video every weekday.
Yeah.
So that's like 5 videos on my podcast channel.
Yeah.
But because of the crazy schedule recently, I mean, I was already predicting it last year. I was saying that the 2023 is going to be a crazy year, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. I was talking about it already, but it really is really is crazy, and it's actually a lot more crazier than I expected it to be. So from now on, I think we will definitely try to continue doing the Wednesday podcast chat lives. Yeah, together. Especially, I want this to be an opportunity where Harumi and I can speak in English, and I think that's a very nice chance. We hardly have such an occasion now because we hardly have opportunities of filming together, Yeah, because if we try to film together, who's going to be looking after the kids, right? So basically that's almost impossible, so we can't do that. So we do want to continue doing this. Yeah, it'll be a nice chance to be able to talk with everyone too. I mean, I get to do morning live streams every morning, but Harumi isn't here when we do that, so so I think it's nice that we continue this. And from now on, we won't be posting podcast videos on the weekdays, but we'll do it on weekends instead. So that'll be not 5, but 2 videos. Yeah, because there will be more things that I want to talk about here in the podcast channel. Yeah, things that it's not something that I would have a chance to talk about in the main channel, but I still want to talk about it in the podcast channel kind of thing.
Yeah.
Should I say small bits of information that I learned from someone's stories, or something they experienced, something I was irritated about, something I'm complaining, so that I can't say anywhere else, Yeah, but I think these kind of stories are really interesting as well. At the same time, I shouldn't say my own stories are interesting, but it's something I still want to share, because not a lot of people are walking down the same path as I am, Yeah, I think I'm trying to kind of be a pioneer, open up new roads for people, especially for people who want to carry on traditional culture in Japan.
Right.
So stuff that I experience will probably be things that's quite new for everyone. So I do want to continue. I don't want to quit the podcast channel, but so we're gonna have to slow down the pace a little bit. Hopefully we'll be able to do at least 2 videos a week. Okay, and Kayla, hello. Webster, hello. Shogo Narumi, hope you're having a good day. Thank you so much. We had a long day. We actually had a really long day.
My long sigh.
Exactly. Alicia, good to see you. Konnichiwa, Shogo-san. Konnichiwa. I didn't mean to talk a little bit more. Alicia is probably thinking that it's only me here. Gotta talk a little bit more too. Yeah. So we were just saying that we had a really, really long day, but we're just having long days every day though.
It actually is not a special day. It's
nothing special. A normal Wednesday for us, which is going to be ending
so
soon.
Long for us.
How is it for you recently then? What makes it so long for you?
Just there's no space for me to rest.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's totally no time to rest.
Zero time to rest.
Yeah, it's consequence.
Consequence?
なんだっけ？連続してる。
What do you mean?
Everything I need to do. I need to care Nagi. I finished it and then start to cry. And I finished the breastfeeding then. Someone there's some luggage. And after that I need to make lunch for Nagi. Everything is くっついてる。
Struggling to find the English word. Yeah,
Help
just
me.
yeah, I don't, because you don't say that phrase. I know what you're trying to say in Japanese, but you just don't say it in English that way. So I was trying to find a different way of saying it. But basically, there is no end to stuff that you have to do, right?
There's no end to.
There's no end to your tasks, right? That you have to do every day. Is what you're trying to say. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about the word you're trying to look for, by the way. Maybe it's like, I don't know, sequence of something is probably what you're trying to say, I guess. Yeah.
There's no
End
time
to
to
stuff.
rest.
There's no end
End
to stuff that you have to do, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Never
Sorry
ending.
Harumi. You guys are doing so much. I can imagine the days are long for you both. Hi, never ending. Yeah, never ending is a good way to say it, Tiffany. Thank you. Tiffany always gives us the best hints.
Never ending tasks.
Never ending. Yeah, tasks are never ending to do something.
Tasks are never ending.
Yeah, you can. Oh, it could be anything. That's just one example, but yeah, I completely get what you mean. Yeah. Harumi and I hardly, get into a fight, and stuff. But we were a little bit. Both of us were a little bit too tired today. Yeah, we had to hug each other for a while. Yeah, because we were starting to get a little bit irritated. Yeah, not towards each other, to be honest. It's really, we don't, what should I say, expect each other to do something more. Yeah, it's all about, we actually, both Harumi and I are people who have really high sense of responsibility,
Yeah.
And we believe, because we're both, the first child of our siblings, the family, and we're like, we need to be able to do this, no matter how hard it is, no matter how much there is to do, you have to do it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you can't forgive you that can't do the things that you have to do. Yeah. And that when that gets too overwhelming, yeah, we both start to get a little bit tired. And the peak was coming at the same time today. Yeah, we just put everything aside for a while. We were hugging each other for like 10 minutes with Nagi running around us. Yeah, exactly. We're like, okay, we need to calm down a little bit. Yeah, the way we talk to each other is not so nice.
Yeah.
Exactly. That was like the moment where I was like, okay, both Harumi and I are really, yeah. I mean, we can't slow down. It's impossible to slow down.
Yeah.
I mean, because we have an extra baby, but we also have more business going on at the same time, which I knew was crazy. And you still have to go to school, which I was already, which I was at just a while ago. Still going to school, of course, until the end of this year. So this year, as I wrote in the title, is going to be super, super crazy until next spring. Next April, when Nagi finally goes to kindergarten. Yeah, it's going to be like this until then.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a super crazy year and a half, I think.
That's
year
right.
and 2 months, strictly speaking. Yeah. Sounds like IT work. Yeah. Stuff to do constantly. Yeah,
That's
exactly. But at the same time, we are excited though. I mean, we love our kids. We're not at the point where we can't think that our kids are adorable anymore. When there's some parents, when they get really too stressed and too tired, they just yell at their kids and don't feel that their kids are cute anymore.
That kind of
we're not that far, I guess.
Yeah.
We tend to blame ourselves, we're that kind of people. Don't hit the table, honey, by the way. It'll get into the microphone. So yeah, we're the people who tend to blame ourselves a little bit too much when we can't live up to our own expectations. Yeah, so that kind of comes to us a little bit. Yeah. So really, we were talking about this, I think it was today or maybe yesterday. I'm losing track of time, but right now, because of my fingers, because of Raynaud's syndrome, I actually am not going to my first Iaido Ryuha's training because the dojo is basically outside.
Yeah.
And also I'm not going to my tea ceremony training either, because I
Yeah.
need to handle really important tools, items and stuff that I cannot drop. I cannot drop, our sensei allows us to use her, family treasures almost for training.
Yeah.
And the reason why she lets us use such important items is because it's important that we learn what it feels to hold on to important stuff. Because if we only train with cheap stuff, when the moment comes we actually do a tea ceremony with important tools, we won't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
We'll be too nervous, so it needs to become something. You need to be really used to it. It needs to be something daily. Okay, holding on to a $10,000 bowl. Okay, I'll just hold on to it, kind of thing. If you don't get to that level, you won't be able to do the procedures properly. And stuff, right? So that's the point of letting us use those equipment and tools. But still, of course, you don't want to break anything. So with my fingers during winter time, although I think I could do it if everything was like 100 yen and stuff, I think I could do it if I could drop everything. But otherwise, I'm still a little bit worried. So I'm not going to these two trains right now. But considering our schedule right now, I was really talking with Harumi that we probably might not be able to go back to tea ceremony for a while, even once it starts to get warmer.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe you can go back if you want to, but I am actually a little bit too overwhelmed with all the 4 other things that I'm training in already.
Well, you already told the teacher to.
Well, I can explain again. Again. Yeah. It was I told our sensei, tea ceremony sensei, that we'll be going back to our training maybe I'll be going back to the training from March, maybe if my fingers feel better. Yeah. But we can explain to her again. She has 3 kids. She'll understand probably.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Maybe we need to really take a break from tea ceremony until literally next April, 2024.
Oh, really? I don't want to do that.
You can at least go if you want to. I mean, even if you do Koto and Nihonbuyo, if you go back to Nihonbuyo, Koto, and also tea ceremony, there's only 3 things that you're training in right now. I'm already training in 4.
There's so many things.
I'm already training in 4 right now, right? At the moment, if I go back to 2 other things, I have 6 stuff that I'm doing right now. So,
and I'm still want to learn the kimono dressing.
Oh yeah, exactly. You want to become an instructor, right? Yeah, and get licensed too. So
maybe next year.
Maybe next year. Yeah, Nagi really has to start going to kindergarten. Otherwise, we really don't have the time.
Because I saw that usually you need 2 years
Mm-hmm,
to become a licensed professional kimono dresser.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly.
So 2 years, then maybe from next year is okay.
Yeah, 2 years isn't bad. It's really short, actually.
Really short.
Very, very short compared to the other stuff that we do. So, and Stefan is saying you need an employee to help take some of the load off of you. You will be burned out quite quickly. Yeah, Stefan, I'm really, really sorry. You've been telling us that, many, many times, right? I'm really sorry that I always I'm like, kind of thing, But Harumi would probably understand when I say that hiring someone actually gives you a lot of stress at the same time, I think. Yeah. Because we've experienced it before in the past. Yeah. And of course, there are a lot of things that we can do together, a lot of fun. Yeah. But also at the same time, there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of worrying, there's a lot of, extra tasks that are born because you hire someone.
Yeah. Also the paperwork.
There's tons of paperwork. There's also, of course, the payments that you have to give. And when you need to pay someone, you need to work even harder, actually. Yeah. But if you only, employ yourself, if you don't work, you just have less money. But you can't just randomly give less money to an employee if you have one, right? So this is the really, really difficult thing. Yeah. I've been thinking about it too, Stefan, seriously though. Harumi, I was actually telling Harumi that I might really want someone, maybe just one person, like a manager or someone helping me out, because I guess I wasn't really to that level yet until like last year or something. But recently I'm really starting to feel that I do need at least maybe one person to be by my side to support me, because there's just a lot of stuff that I want to do, but I can't make it, Yeah. Until now, just until last year, I guess, just running one channel and, working a little bit in the tourism industry was okay.
Yeah.
But, running 2 channels now, and especially both for Yushinkan and both for, also for Asayama Ichiden, I want to become the master of the dojos, that I want to build myself in the future. So I really need to seriously train. Yeah. Right now, this is really exciting news. It's not official or anything. I have not close to anything at this at all. But right now, Asayama Ichiden Kai, the group, they are telling me that if I get to a certain level, I'll be able to open up a Kyoto branch of Asayama Ichiden in Kyoto. Yeah, of course, because it's a Kyoto branch. Yeah, in Kyoto. And if I actually get to that level and to that point, I'll be able to, welcome students from overseas to train Asayama Ichiden in Kyoto.
Yeah.
Of course, going to the main dojo and learning from Seki Sensei, the headmaster, is of course a lot better, but it's very, very far away. First of all, if you're not living in Ibaraki, it's almost impossible to learn from him, and there is absolutely no interpretation.
Yeah.
And the skills of Asayama Ichiden is really complicated if you don't, if you can't speak Japanese. Even if you do speak Japanese, it's still complicated. So it's gonna be really, really difficult for a lot of people, right? Yeah. So hopefully I'll be able to get that. So I really cannot, leave out any of the training too. So exactly. But Harumi and I were saying both at the same time that it's got to be a really, what should I say, a great experience in life for both of us.
Yeah.
Overcoming this, because every parent, that has more than 3 children will probably have to go through a lot of this trouble. Of course, well, even a single child is a lot of labor.
Sure.
Yeah, a lot of joy, but also a lot of labor at the same time. But 3 kids, we personally feel that's a completely different story. Yeah, exactly. 2 and 3 was a big change.
That's right.
Yeah.
There was 2 opinion that 2 and 3 is big difference.
Yeah.
One is the big there's a big difference, and the other is there's not such a big difference.
Some people see that.
Yeah, it's really easy. 3rd child is really cute, and there's nothing special because everything
already.
Yeah. And so it's not going to be 3 times harder.
Yeah.
We think
that's really up to the age of your children, I think.
Yeah.
In our case, Nagi is still quite a baby.
Yeah.
And then Zen is brand new baby. So yeah, exactly. So if their ages were a little bit more apart, I think it would have been a different story.
That is the reason.
That's probably the reason why. Yeah, Nagi is still a baby, and Hinata recently has been feeling a lot very lonely too. She tends to suddenly start crying. And teachers at kindergarten have told us too that she's really having a hard time not being able to be with mom. Because Nagi is of course 1 year old still, and she's gonna be turning 2 in 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
3 weeks. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This month, finally. Yeah, exactly.
It's already February.
Yeah, it's already February. Yeah, January is over already. So yeah. Maybe someone to help watch the kids while you go to training for a few hours or days a week. Yeah, Tiffany, right now that's our mothers and Harumi's sister that's going to be helping us doing that. Actually about a week or so, about a week and a half. Yeah, Harumi's sister will be coming over for 3 weeks to help us out. Yeah, and we're probably going to be, because Harumi's sister is of course not a mother, so she's not used to doing house chores that much compared to our mothers. So she won't be able to help us out that much, especially she's going to be working during the day too. So probably we'll ask her to maybe do the dishes and help us to take baths with the kids.
I
think that's all she has to do. Dishes, and if she can do the bathing, and also maybe the dryer, hair dryers. The laundry, sorry, that's the word. Laundry and taking Hinata to kindergarten and bringing her back is something I could probably still handle.
Okay.
Yeah, the late night bath, because of my fingers, by the way, guys. The reason why it's really hard for me to wash my kids, taking a shower with them together, is because my fingers, it hurts so much. Yeah, and that's the reason why until Zen was born, Harumi was doing that for me. Yeah, exactly. But now that Zen is born, Harumi has to bathe Zen, and then the other 2 kids I have to take care of right now. So my fingers are really in pain every single time. They tend to bleed a lot too. So well, strictly speaking, it's not blood, but it's the goo that comes out, which is also very scary. It's even more scarier, actually. It's scarier, but stuff that comes out. So maybe we'll ask her to do that.
I did it by myself today. I bathed 3 kids.
All 3 of the kids
but
today because I had to go to class. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I can handle that.
Yeah, but not every day though.
It's
Not
okay
every day.
for
It's gonna be
me.
too hard. No, it's okay. It's okay. I can handle it. Yeah, especially if your sister comes and she can do it for me at nighttime, and I can go to work or do something else during that timing. It'll be wonderful. Yeah, and after your sister leaves, your mother will be coming again.
Yeah.
Yeah. In between, there'd be like a week we have to survive on our own. Yeah. Exactly.
No.
There isn't even a week.
Yeah, my mom's
Becoming immediately.
coming
Yeah,
immediately.
there is no week. Yeah, there's like just a couple of days.
No,
I think.
just next day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to check the calendar again. I had a different image in mind.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, we'll have a lot of help. So once that happens, we'll be able to go back on track for working a little bit too. Yeah, I'm way back on my schedule for work too. So I can only work about half the amount without any help from our mothers. You know, yeah. Well, obviously, doing house chores is for 5 people is quite a lot. Yeah. So. And not just the time that's taken away, but it's also the energy. Yeah, that's another problem too. You're just, yeah. Washing dishes just for one person, just for yourself, for example, isn't a big deal. But for 5 people, it's completely different, I feel. Yeah. Well, it's not 5 people yet, but.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Zen doesn't eat anything complaints
any
yet.
dish.
Yeah. Okay, good luck this year, Shogo Nadumi. Thank you so much. Last name, first name. Thank you. Stefan, a manager is a good idea. Make them do paperwork about him or herself. They can do the paperwork about him or herself. Yeah, Stefan, in Japan, there's stuff that the company has to do, must do. There isn't, it's not the stuff that we can just let the people who are hired can do on their own. Yeah, we have to do it for them. And Tiffany, that's good. Housework adds up. That's for sure. Exactly. Yeah. That's the reason why I really don't like people who look down on house chores. Typical men, I guess, and fathers in our parents' generations. Well, even in our generation too, there's still there's still people who look down against, child raising and house chores. It's a typical, I'm working outside at companies and you're always at home doing nothing kind of stuff. I think that exists everywhere around the world. I really I look down at them. I mean, like if you properly, been with your kids for a whole day, doing house chores and taking care of your kids, you will never be able to say that. Yeah. If you're just sitting there on your smartphone and ignoring your kids, that might be easy. But trying to really be there for them, taking care of them and also doing, chores around the house at the same time. It's as hard as working outside, seriously. Yeah. It's something that everyone should experience, regardless of the gender. Yeah.
But I can feel I am getting, how to say, stronger.
Stronger, okay.
Yeah, because I need to keep on pushing my limits. Yeah. So
I think he's actually recently watching a lot of American drama, right? Oh, is that again? Friends?
Yeah, Friends.
Is it called Friends in English as well?
Yeah, I think so. Friends.
It's an old one, right?
Yeah,
it's a really old drama series. Do you guys know about it? Friends.
I think it's really
like 80s, 90s?
Not
2000s?
I don't know. It's actually 25周年, 25 years.
Oh, 25 years. So okay, it's 1990s
1990s
then. 90s. Do you guys know about this drama series, Friends?
Yeah, I just watched the season 1, and there is until season 10.
Okay, Friends was popular in the 90s. Yeah, exactly. Why did you start watching Friends, by the way? Why wasn't anything else?
It's just there's so many blogs.
Okay.
Yeah, that recommends you to
okay.
Watch what kind of drama for
studying
English.
Okay.
Yeah, there was Friends and what was it?
What else was there? I don't remember watching any drama or movies for studying English. Like when I was living in Michigan, I watched a lot of Cartoon Network.
Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory?
Big Bang Theory.
Okay.
I watched this when I was
Big Bang
in
Theory.
university.
Okay,
A little
okay.
bit.
That's 2010, it says. All right.
And also what was the cute ladies?
Cute ladies? What was the cute ladies? Okay.
Gossip Girl.
Gossip Girl. Z or girl?
Gossip Girl. I think Gossip Girl. There, it's
Singular?
just one
Singular? Okay.
one Gossip Girl, and
Okay.
we need the story is like find which one is Gossip Girl. So the only one Gossip Girl.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Tiffany and Stefan is saying that they know about Friends. Mm-hmm. Age would affect what you probably watch to learn English. Yeah, exactly. I mean, 1995, right? Friends was. So that's like, you were like 2 years old when it was popular then.
Yeah, I don't know why, but they recommend Friends so many.
And you've been enjoying watching it though.
Yeah.
And what I was trying to say though isn't that you're watching dramas. What I was trying to say is that because you watch and listen to a lot of English right now, your brain is starting to get tangled up right now, and that's the reason why English doesn't come out.
Yeah.
That happened to me a lot when I studied Chinese. There was a timing when I was, again, I talk about this all the time, but in order for me to study Mandarin, I watched a Chinese movie every single day, like 2-hour movie every day, no matter how drunk I was, going out to a club or a bar in China. And I was watching these movies. And at a certain time of my studying, even though I was really studying really, really hard and listening to so much Chinese, everything got tangled inside my head. I couldn't speak anything. There was a timing of that, Yeah. And I can feel that right now that's happening to you. Yeah, you tend to remember everything, and you're just trying to use your head to remember everything. It's not coming out naturally. The reason why you get stuck is because you have it somewhere inside your head, but it's not coming out the way you want it to come out. Yeah. If you don't have it inside your head, you won't overthink about what you want to say, right? Yeah. But for example, if you heard of a more difficult word to explain what you want to say, you'd want to try to use it.
Yeah.
But because now you're not used to it, it doesn't come out, and then you get stuck. Yeah. This happens. This phenomenon happens when you are at a certain stage in studying a language, I feel. Yeah. So I think you're at that moment right now, which is a good thing, I think.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Because when I watched those drama in my university, and I had the subtitles in English.
Okay.
So I could learn the English structure, like the grammar structure. I can't understand.
You can't understand everything. Okay.
Everything. Especially in drama, there's so many jokes.
Oh yeah. Slang words.
Slang. Yeah. So, and American jokes. Do you say that?
Yeah. Okay.
Is really unique.
Unique. Yeah, I get what you
really
mean.
Different from Japanese, like way of laughing.
Japanese way of laughing. Way of joking.
Yeah,
exactly. The sense of humor is different.
Sense of humor is different.
Yeah. Obviously, it's
which is very fun and interesting.
Exactly. The expressions are really unique. Yeah, especially because in Friends, the people in the 90s are really, really young. Yeah, it's like our parents' generations, basically. Yeah. Because Friends was, it came out in 95, right? I was born in 94. So it's just around the timing when our parents were young.
I'm just 2.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You were 2 years old, so exactly. I was 1, so.
There is a one phrase I was really, how to say, surprised almost.
Okay, surprised.
Yeah, was define something.
Okay.
They said define something. It's really simple and easy, but the meaning is really
complicated.
The subtitle in Japanese was どういうこと?
Okay.
If I want to say どういうこと, I would say what does it mean, or what do you mean, or what or something. But it was like define what was it? Define interesting or something. Define funny, or what is funny? What is that funny for? Like,
why is that funny? You're trying to ask.
Yeah, why is that funny? Is the 何が面白いのどういうことみたいな。
Okay, I get what you mean. Yeah.
But they say define funny. was really surprise for me.
Define
funny. Interesting.
Yeah. If I hear it, I would kind of understand what they want to say, but I would never say it myself.
Oh, really?
Okay. Exactly. Interesting.
So I think it's really good for me to
it's
watch
nice
drama.
that you're studying, yeah. Because, again, we were talking about this in the previous live stream on this podcast channel, that if Harumi wants to do stuff in the future, like teaching kimono dressing or, doing other stuff too, it's absolutely better that you can try to teach things in English without me. Exactly. Because I only have one body and I already do a lot of stuff on my own. So, yeah. But I still don't want, the Yamaguchi's business, that we do together. Or, Let's Ask Shogo, or not just Let's Ask Shogo, but all the stuff that we're going to be doing as partners. I don't want it to be just all, swords and, the stuff that I like. Yeah. I want there to be more dances and also other kinds of music and kimono, Yeah. I was just about to say that all the stuff that I do is rather masculine, in a way, but I don't want to define it that way because, I do want more people everywhere around the world, regardless of gender, regardless of age, doing it. So
yeah, there's so many men.
Yeah, but as a fact, though, for example, let's ask Seki Sensei. 97% of the people who are subscribed to the channel so far are men. So yeah, I don't want to be, I'm not trying to, what should I say, separate anyone from anything, but as a fact, that's true. So right. I want more people, to know about more. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but more about the feminine, culture too, like kimono and also Japanese traditional dancing. Yeah, of course there are men who do it too. By the way, yeah, but the population ratio, if you think about it, is very few men who do Japanese traditional dancing. So. Yeah, and that's the thing. I just don't want to only show one side of Japanese culture. So, yeah. But anyways, it's been 30 minutes now, so I guess it is about time we get going. The Big Bang Theory is pretty difficult to follow for someone who doesn't get all the references. I think it's really close to Gintama. Gintama, if you don't get the references, there's a lot of jokes that you don't understand. Because Gintama makes makes fun of celebrities, that are popular in Japan.
References then.
参考にしてるもの.
Because Big Bang Theory is the people, how to say it, 과학자, scientist.
Scientist, okay.
So some words are really complicated, like science words.
Okay.
So that's the difficult part.
I understand. Yeah. And Tiffany is saying, where I was born in 87, so I was in elementary school and Friends was popular. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I think I knew about Friends too when I was in the States. But anyways, guys, I guess it is about time for us to go. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry that I wasn't able to prepare the live stream a little bit earlier. I should have done it yesterday, but I remembered at the last moment. So I think a lot of people didn't get the notification for a live stream. But still, thank you so much for the 9 to 10 people who are listening. Thank you so much. And we'll talk to you again next week too. Last week. I will try to get as much rest as possible, guys. We'll try, but it's inevitable. This year is going to be crazy. And I'm really sorry. We apologize in advance if every live stream we're like, oh, we're so tired every time. Please forgive us. We'll overcome it someday. So I hope you can be on our side. Yeah. Thank you so much. It references a lot of American otaku culture. That's right. Okay, then guys, thank you so much. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Not see you, maybe talk to you. Bye-bye.